Hey guys, it's Iz, and welcome back to another Genshin Impact lore video. Now that we have access to Xiao's full backstory and the Lantern Rite has just finished, we can now see how deep the rabbit hole goes for Xiao, the Vigilant Yaksha.
Conquering demons is what I do.
Xiao was an adeptus that was part of a special group called Yakshas, who are tasked by Morax to kill demons threatening the safety of Liyue. They used to be a lot more, but as we will talk about in a little bit, Xiao was the only one left. But before we get into all that, let's go over what happens in this quest first.
Is it just Paimon, or is there something weird about those hilly trails over there? Paimon thinks so too. We've seen plenty of hilly trails before, and they're always the bad guys, but this is different.
So we start off the quest by fighting some hilly trolls with a mysterious green and black smoke around them. We then meet an adeptus, quote-unquote adeptus at least, called Star Snatcher. We see him use a sigil of permission to ward off the monsters, and he seems to be very, very strange.
What do you think? One's adherents may exaggerate a little, but they speak from the heart. Surely you jest. There was once a senior adeptus, Xie Wuliang, known to the people as Liangzi. He said this: all things are connected. That which mortals call imagination is merely the bridge betwixt the spiritual and the material. In other words, their wishes are already on the path of transitioning into reality. Does this make things clearer?
We talk with him and his followers, but I'm not super convinced about him just yet. We go to Jifang to look for a book about the Adepti, and we see Star Snatcher buying a book supposedly about Adeptis as well? Yakshas, the Guardian Adepti. We get curious and look for the book ourselves.
This is the one! Let's see what it's all about, shall we?
In ancient times, Liyue was a land of misery, where the shadow of evil loomed large. As slain gods festered, their vengeful wrath cursed the world, manifesting in infernal forms. When demons stirred, miasmas, monsters, and mutations infested the land. Then Rex Lapis summoned the Yakshas to vanquish the demons. They swore an oath: restore order through slaughter, purge evil through battle. To this, we dedicate our lives. Eons of bloodshed later, karmic debt weighed upon them, phantom wrath seeping into their broken souls. They went mad with fear, turned on each other, or succumbed to the darkness. Of the 5 foremost Yakshas, death came to 3, while the 4th vanished without a trace. In the millennia since, one conqueror of demons remains the sole surviving Yaksha in the mortal realm. And only on moonlit nights, in the glow from Guyan, and in the sound of the Dihua flute, is his memory preserved.
So as we can see, there are a bunch more Yakshas before, but has since been deceased, or at least has been MIA for a while, except for Xiao. And so after all this time, we finally get to see what the other Yakshas look like. Paimon and the Travelers started to wonder, what does Star Snatcher have to do with the Yakshas? And then we get this scene.
Flee! Why won't you flee?
Uh-oh. Looks like Star Snatcher's in trouble. And there are innocent bystanders here too. We have to step in.
We follow where the beefed up hilichurls come from, and we end up finding Xiao with a bunch of knocked out enemies around him.
I remember you. I was purging some living beings that had been tainted by the demonic. It would appear that I have caused you some trouble.
Huh? He isn't usually this polite. What's going on? But you are exorcising demons! How is that causing trouble?
That is because the changes that occurred in these monsters stem from me. Or more precisely, from the karma I have accumulated.
Mutations? Karma? Does that mean... Yeah! Paimon remembers that Xiao is also called the Vigilant Yaksha, isn't he? So that means... Oh. Poor Xiao!
I see. You must mean that piece of literati fan fiction from a few hundred years ago. All things are impermanent, and to exist is to suffer. We yakshas have no need of sympathy or tears. My comrades who have passed on would see your tears as a stain upon their legacy.
Oh, I'm sorry.
It matters not. In any case, I am on my way to purge a cavern of demonic influence, so we shall part ways here.
Wait! Take us with you! We'll be a big help! Paimon promises!
We learn that the black and green smoke is due to the karma that Xiao has gotten over time, which happens to be his punishment for all of the lives that he's taken. We also learn that since Star Snatcher hasn't been properly exorcising the demons, then they've been congregating in a cave, and now we have to deal with it. A couple punches here and there, and we're done. Not to give this guy a lesson, so we plan to use an old Adeptus art to bring his spirit to us while he sleeps. So while collecting the materials we needed, we meet another Yaksha spirit by the name of Pervases.
Sorry to interrupt you, but...
Well, I'll be. Isn't that something? A pair walk into a shrine, neither to seek nor worship gods or adepti, but to pilfer the tools of worship for their own ends.
We know it's rude to ask, but we just need them for a short while. Honest!
For the dream trawler ritual, I trust.
How'd you know that?
I have been in the shrine for far longer than you would expect. Perhaps as a reward for my faithfulness, I have been endowed with some understanding of the adepti arts.
Wow. Paimon's never heard of that happening before.
It matters not. Take what you need. It is a fortuitous thing that these items may be of service to you. They serve little purpose here, in any case. Nothing that you need concern yourself with. Please, take what you wish.
After, we head over to Xiao and start to perform the ritual.
We finished the ritual! And we followed all the instructions to the letter.
Close enough. Leave the rest to me. You two get ready to greet him.
There is one. Huh? You two look familiar. What's with one's body? One feels light, weightless. An adepti art? You dare don the guise of an adeptus in one's presence. But as for the matter of one's present location, one could have sworn that one was dozing off to sleep at Wangshu Inn not a moment ago. Wait, that must be it. Of course it must. As expected of an adeptus such as oneself. One must indeed be in a dream.
Ugh, there's no helping this guy, is there?
Huh? What is the meaning of this? Do you truly think that one will permit such insolence in one's own dreams? Please stop! I surrender! I surrender!
So after talking with Star Snatcher, we take the Sigil of Permission back. We see Xiao eating a grilled tiger fish to remember Pervases on his birthday.
Sigil of Permission back. Do you want to take it?
You have my thanks.
May I take your order, sir?
1 grilled ticker fish.
Certainly. We'll prepare it for you immediately.
Huh. No almond tofu this time? Well, that's not like you.
Ticker fish was Pervases' favorite dish. I just wanted to see how it tastes.
Huh.
By wave and storm I hunt for fish. By wind and snow I slay evil. Was there anything else? I am accustomed to eating alone.
I actually really like this quest because it shows us a lot more about Xiao's background over the story in his bio, especially with the access to the new book Yakshas the Guardian Adepti. But I think we need to tackle that in another video of its own. There's a lot that we can gain from it. When it comes to the Lantern Rite, Xiao seems to hate it for other reasons rather than people just celebrating, since once in a while the residual hatred of the fallen gods erupt amidst their half-dreaming / half-awake state, and their eruptions are the worst during the Lantern Rite. So since he has to defend Liyue, he's fighting during the day and night of the Lantern Rite. This can be troublesome at times, since if he becomes exhausted, the divine hatred in his body can start to take over. But luckily for him, there's a wandering bard who plays his song on the Dihua flute, where the music gets carried by the winds to keep him sane. And that of course is Venti. Out of all of the places, he least expected to receive help from one of the 7. But a couple more things I will mention from Xiao's story is that apparently he was called Alatus before Morax changed it to Xiao. And apparently when it comes to Adepti, all of them happen to have visions, since they are called the Mighty and Illuminated Adepti. The Illuminated refers to the light of their third eye, otherwise known as their vision.
For millennia, tales of the Yakshas have been told in Liyue. But over time, these defenders of the masses have all but disappeared. Only Xiao still honors his contract with the Geo Archon by performing the duties assigned to him, though the cost of this duty is perpetual solitude. I know that Adepti suffer heartache just as I do, but I cannot know Xiao's future. Will Xiao be ravaged by the unending war he wages and be plunged into despair? Or will he meet someone who understands his sacrifice and can shine a ray of light into his dark world?
That's pretty much all I have for now. I guess it's time to put the book as part of my list of things to talk about, along with the quote of Dainsleif and the 4 winds. I got my work cut out for me for the next few weeks. But hey, it's all worth it because I just hit 5,000 subscribers, and I can't thank you guys enough. We reached it, and I'm so happy that there's so much of you that love the Genshin story and lore as much as I do. So, I'll say it again. If you like the video, please like and subscribe. Comment below what you think about it. It helps a lot. Thank you all again. That's it from me. Ad Astra Abyssosque.